Hello and welcome to the Garblag Games YouTube channel. We're playing Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay, and this is Flint Steel! Hello and welcome to episode 3 of Flint and Steel. We are in the new and improved studio once again. We're slowly getting there. There will be something on the wall behind me soon. We are back with more of our crazy crew of henchmen, hirelings, and Brewers Guild people. We will begin with a recap shortly, but before we do, just want to say, if you want to head over and check out our Facebook page, you can find us Garblag Games on Facebook. You can check us out on Twitter, on Instagram, on Discord, Reddit stuff. There's all kinds of things going on. Thanks, Jim. Anyway, cool. So, we shall begin with a recap, and what I'm going to roll to see who's going to do the recap
and it's going to be
from
Roger.
our 5 plucky adventurers. I'll roll it in front of Ben here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
What number's Roger?
Roger! No! If you watched episode 2, if you've watched episode 2, right? If you haven't, go back and watch it. Sorry for the microphone pops. But it's very good. No, don't worry about that. It's a cracking episode, and Roger is going to give us a recap of what happened. Take it away.
Right, okay. So we started the episode off where we just got to the warehouse where we were going to enter the sewer. And we just met up with Torvald. And we ventured into the sewer to investigate what was going on, because there were disappearances and that sort of thing going on.
Yep.
Went in, started finding body parts floating in the sewage.
You got a nice lamp, didn't you?
I did get a nice lamp.
A lantern still with a hand attached to it.
Well, not anymore.
And we, following some finger breaking, it's no longer not got fingers on it. We then walked up the sewer, where we found an entranceway.
Yep.
That was looks like someone broke into the sewer.
Yep.
And started finding mutants in there.
There were indeed.
You know, the way you do it.
You know, as you do. So we swiftly dealt with the mutants.
It was a lot more exciting than this.
Yeah. So
There was a strange mutant with a big crab claw that was feasting on a
and it
homeless
ended
man.
very badly when Tarwin
shot it!
Yes.
and the crab claw went,
Yes.
As did most of its other organs.
as did with a lot
You
of it.
then found an older man trying to hold back a beast man.
Yeah, going, no, no! So we killed the beastman.
You killed the beast. He ran away, didn't he?
Yeah, he ran away.
The old bloke ran away, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then he went.
And then we found a guy holding, it was the guy with the candlestick, going,
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm doing here, they were paying me to hold a
Who
candlestick.
punched him?
Good.
No one punched him. I slinged him.
You slinged him in the
You
face.
slinged him in the
I
face.
know.
It was the shoulder.
It was
He
the shoulder,
was
yeah.
aiming for his face.
It was
so I
almost.
missed.
It was like his throat.
was
You were
crying.
like sling-tastic.
You made him
last
cry.
episode.
After he was crying, we then left him downstairs to cry while we went upstairs.
I am
investigate.
3'7". You are not accusing me of being a bully.
So, well, some of us were making our way up the stairs due to our slightly impeded height. Alvin decided to pick a one-on-one fight with a guard.
With 2 guards.
With one guard, and believed them when they were like, yeah, alright, come in here, we'll have a fight.
Yep.
So he stepped in to find 2 people holding swords and shields wearing chainmail. And
They're not wearing the chainmail anymore, though, are they? Oh, hang on. Hey.
and somehow, unbeknownst to all of us, Alvin didn't die.
How
Yeah,
did you not
because-
die?
Well, they hit each other.
One of the
Okay.
guards missed him entirely, and
Yeah.
the other one hit the other guard.
I think it was Albert and Bernard.
Yeah,
A&B.
Albert and
Albert and
Bernard.
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 Yeah.
We've met some burners.
So-
Yeah. Oh, what a Bernard.
So then everyone got stuck in.
Yep.
Had a bit of a fight.
There was a bit of
we-
dwarfy killy stuff going on.
We found a human cult.
Look that way.
Looked like a cult with lots of blue, so definitely Nazi.
Wasn't there some fire involved after that?
And then after we were roughing them up, they went, "Oh shit, we've been rumbled. Burn everything!"
Yeah.
Yep.
And
Someone
started-
shouted that, and then some people started running out, and some people started burning.
Yeah, and started burning stuff.
We rescued another guy with a candle who ran back down the stairs.
And I slinged the head cultist.
You sling the head cultist
Square
in
in
the
the
arse twice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the
Right,
arse guy.
Yeah.
Right in the...
Yeah.
You hit him
Oh dear,
right
yeah.
in the hole.
That was quite.
No.
That was quite.
He made another hole.
That was quite.
And then I slinged him again in that one.
Yeah. There's a
Yeah,
reason
so-
there's a parental advisory on the start of this episode.
So all of the guards got brutally murdered, mainly when Torvald got hit by a sword and screamed out, to which Bagric
In my
Wasn't
defense, if
having
he'd
it.
been normal height, it would have been his chest.
wasn't having any of it, so rather than keep prisoners, screamed a dwarven war cry, chopped one guy's head off, and chopped the other guy's arm off.
Yep.
And then Torvald killed the minions, the other two psychotic people holding swords.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was Lieber and Rutger.
Yeah.
Not left, definitely not left and right. And
Better than 1, 2, 3, 4, isn't it?
we kind of left it with us. Gunther dragged out the body of the head cultist.
Yes, because he was
I-
dead.
You dragged out the
and
body
Posh.
of.
He dragged out a guy wearing chainmail. I dragged out a guy wearing chainmail.
Oh no, I was dragging out a guy wearing
Yeah,
chainmail.
you picked up the other bits.
Oh,
Okay.
And we left
Anyway,
before the
we
roof
looted
fell
the
on
hell
us.
out of them. And
Nice
then
we
we
said we
kind
got
of-
our priorities straight. Loot the bodies,
Yeah,
catch the culprit.
yeah, we did.
And then we kind of left with the other candlestick holder going, I don't know what's going on.
Pretty
I
much.
just want to go home.
only candles.
Although he might regret his choice of employer when he gets handed to a witch hunter.
Probably. So, fire and smoke were billowing out of the room as you escaped carrying the bodies and loot. The bodies are merely a loot conveyance. You're
Yeah,
kind
very
of
much so. Yeah.
pulling them to take all their stuff off them later because you don't have time
No.
to go through all their
No.
pockets right now. So, you pull them out down the stairs, the dead body heads bouncing off each stone step as you go, back through the small room and into the earthen chamber where you fought the beastmen, where the burnt remains of that body lie in a heap on the floor.
Has someone set fire to it?
I did. I have a history of that.
Setting fire.
No.
Using what I've learnt from laughing, did you use a tea light?
Setting fire to chaos things is a good plan.
Okay.
Yes.
Chaos bad.
Fire good.
Fire good.
Thank you for that.
Yeah.
Oh, we don't need to play
They
anymore.
needed-
You've just summarised the whole
They
game.
needed reminding. Okay, so I assume you're making your way out quickly back towards the warehouse basement.
Yeah.
Just a bit, somewhere a bit lower where we can properly pilfer the bodies.
Yes.
Okay, well, the room where you fought the beastmen in episode 2 is now, the fire's gone down. So this room is safe enough for you to start to pick through the
Let's
bodies
do that.
if you want to.
Yeah, because we don't exactly want to carry these
Oh,
corpses
no.
all the way back.
Before we carry on, what we should say is that you all got 100 experience points for last session.
Hey.
So I don't know if we want to go around and just reel off what everyone picked with their advance or skill or whatever.
I decided that as I was only meant to be attacking one person and two people decided they wanted to fight me, I'm going to have +1 attacks and then I can hit both of them.
Cool.
I changed my career into targeteer.
Because of all your ace crossbowmanship.
Exactly.
Excellent.
I thought, seeing as I was hitting people so much, it only seemed fitting that I upped my weapon skill.
Fair. What's your weapon skill now?
56.
Okay.
I've decided that with the knowledge I've got, I've improved my intelligence by 5.
Cool. All of your surveying of rocks and tunnels.
And I've decided that since we keep getting such awful, awful jobs, that I would improve my haggle skill and my, what was the other thing, deal maker skill, so as to talk us into some better jobs in future.
Or just get more cash.
That's a good idea.
Lots more cash.
Do you think that gaining intelligence and therefore having a bigger head is a dwarven trick and attempt at becoming taller?
I'm not
That's
sure-
enough racism.
I'm not sure it works like that.
Yeah.
Oh, is it not? Okay.
I'm not sure it works like that.
The size of head does not correlate to intelligence. Thank you, Victorian England.
All right. Cool. I'm glad we've got that all sorted out.
Okay, so each of the armed men have a mail shirt, which is now fairly blood-drenched and slightly damaged and will need repairing. However, can be used by someone of average human stature.
Fine.
So I assume
The humans.
Alvin and Hartwin are going to take those.
Yeah.
Okay. which has leather underneath,
Yeah.
so that it's 3 armor points on your body and your arms. They have coif with a leather cap underneath each, shield and sword.
I don't really want a shield and a sword. Does anyone want a shield and a sword? Should I keep it for selling?
Keep it for selling.
Keep it for selling.
They're fairly crappy shields. They're not like proper big metal shields. They're kind of wooden banded shields.
Shield is a shield. I'm going to keep
Shield is a shield.
Okay.
Yep. They each have, altogether they have 7 gold crowns, but in silver shillings. So about 138 silver shillings
All right.
between them.
I'll nab the cash for the 3 of us, seeing as you 2 got the armor.
Yeah.
That's fair enough.
I'm
think-
looting the head honcho chap
Okay.
because I'm not daft.
Right. He has in his pockets.
A Valorant.
He has 23 gold crowns in a very nice little coin bag, little purse, blue velvet
Coin purse.
with a silver thread to drawstring. He has a few paper documents on him, rolled up in a pocket in his robe. He has a knife, which looks gaudy beyond the point of being functional. So probably some rich person's idea of a ceremonial dagger.
Can I have the knife?
Can I have the knife?
Thank you.
Might want to flog that. It's not a practical thing.
It's ugly.
Yeah, you think it would probably break after a few stabs. And on
Got plans for
the small finger of his left hand, he has a silver ring.
Is it a signet ring?
No. But I assume you're going to remove it from his finger.
I am going to.
You can see that on the inside of the silver band, there is a small engraving of a small wheel shaped with little spokes.
Now, equally, I cannot help but notice that there's
How
finally
many
an
spokes would
opportunity.
you say there are? Would you say 8?
I'm not, well, yeah, maybe.
I'm going to make use of my knowledge of genealogy to see if I recognise this chap, because he seems rather well-to-do.
Make a roll at minus 30%.
100.
Yeah, that ain't going to do it. Not with 98.
Okay.
That's
You
a
don't
critical
know.
fail.
No, it's
You-
fine. It's
you
just
think-
fail.
You think surely this guy is probably rich and famous. He
Must not
has,
be noble. Must just be like a merchant or something.
he has what look like well-to-do gentry or mercantile good clothing on underneath his robe. So he seems like a well-to-do. He's slightly portly. Looks like he isn't someone who knows the rigors of battle. His hands are not calloused. They are fairly soft. He has very good shoes on, which are, you can tell, made to fit his feet.
Okay,
Which
take
is
his
not-
shoes off.
Yeah, that's kind of.
Come on, I'm looting you.
Yeah.
Do you want his shoes?
As you're taking the ring off, Hartwin's pulling the shoes off the end of the body. I'll take these. Got a foot fetish.
Do they fit me? Are they my size?
Roll a die. No, roll 1 dice. On a 1, they don't.
8.
Okay, they're a bit tight, and then your feet are a bit wider.
They
than his
are.
feet.
I'm quite a large
But they
man.
go on. They go
Yeah.
on.
Fancy shoes.
What colour are they?
They are blue. They are a nice blue,
He likes
Dyed.
blue, this chap.
dyed suede
There was a lot
by
of
the
blue.
looks of things.
Dyed suede blue fancy shoes.
Yes.
I'm
I'm
not
take
wearing.
his socks off as well.
I'm not wearing
Just
them.
throw
I've
them
just
away.
got.
Okay, do any of us recognise the symbol of nope on this guy's ring? Because it's not exactly restricted knowledge and stuff.
Yeah, make an intelligence roll.
Does it match the symbol on the nose ring we pulled out of the beastman?
It does.
Is this common knowledge empire?
I think it's just general common
just
knowledge.
You'd
make
think with the kind of knowledge
intelligence
I've
roll.
got that would be easy, but I keep rolling over 80.
56.
I got a 7.
So what do you think it is, Roger?
It's a chaos star.
It does look like a chaos star, but like a stylized version, without the points coming necessarily far away from the edges of the rim of the circle. So the spokes come to the very just peak beyond the edges of the circle.
So we don't want to keep that then.
It's a simple line engraving. It's not like some embellishment or there's no gilding in there or
I
anything.
think
It's just like
perhaps we
line
should keep it because
hand over.
if we need to prove
You
our
want to put
gain
that back
ac-
on his finger
gain-
and hand it over with him wearing it.
What
That
he
is
said.
that is just bad.
Yeah, that's all kinds of bad.
He's
If
not
we put
even
it back
saying
on
that
him-
in an accent, so you know it's bad.
If we put it back on him,
Oh yeah, just for the
then
reminder.
that's
That's
they'll
bad.
assume
That is
that
manling.
Manling.
they'll assume
It's not
we haven't
manling.
put
They're
him in it.
manling.
because you'd nick a ring like that, wouldn't you? And yeah, okay,
Well,
Matey's nicked his shoes, but
if
I've
it-
thrown his socks away, so it looks like he was barefoot.
Some smoke is coming down the stairwell into the. There's no risk of this area setting alight because it's earthen.
It's
But
just
smoke is coming in, and you can
Alright, so
possibly
run away!
Well,
asphyxiate.
As I'm fairly sure that the room we were in and on fire is above us,
Yes.
is it safe to assume that standing above a room that may be collapsing due to fire is not a good thing to be?
Well, the room you're in is
Yeah.
rock. It's
Yeah.
earth above you.
I think also if we go outside, we'll see where the smoke is billowing, and then we'll be able to work out where we.
Well, I think
can-
everyone's going to figure
that
that
and
out.
it's been mapped.
Right, Alvin, can you carry Fat Bloke here?
I'm going to carry Fat Bloke.
Okay.
I'm going to carry my
One
mail,
arm with my
my
chain.
fancy dagger, shield and sword, and some dyed suede fancy blue shoes.
Okay. So it takes you a while to get back.
I've got the shoes above the shit.
Okay. Good. Thanks for
Yeah.
clearing that up. So you make your way back past where you found the shit scraper who was dead, who was being eaten by the crab creature, which is again dead on the floor, its body broken into bits. And you head out through the.
Before we go there, so should we take proof of this? I mean, we've got like effectively a cultist, but we've got no evidence of like the Beastman or.
Well, we've got the Beastman's nose ring.
Yeah.
Should
But
we
that's
take
just
this guy's claw?
There's not much of the claw left.
No.
Well, you could take.
But there's the arm with like chitin-y stuff on.
I'll take some bits.
I think
Okay, you scoop up sort of the ends of the claw that came
yeah,
away.
I think that manling's ring will be enough.
I would hope so.
Yeah.
I mean, we've done what we came to do.
Yeah, but we want to look like heroes.
Leave that to me.
Okay. So you head back up into the warehouse after walking through the tunnel of crap again, and you head up into the warehouse. This is now safe territory. This is Brewers Guild basement that you came from, and you are free to go about the industrial plants as you want. The area you've come into, or that you work in, just for the viewers' knowledge, is the Falstad district. And if the shanty town is bad, then this place is downright awful. This is where a recent expansion by the Countess has decreed that all businesses that create offensive odours were to move to the other side of the river and into the Falstad district. So all of the businesses such as dyers, tanners, brewers, ironmongers, all of those types of businesses that let out lots of effluent and lots of smell are in the Falstad district. Because of this, the area is rife with crime, as well you know, especially Filter. But also the watch rarely come into the Falstad district, so things happen that shouldn't really happen.
Are the two watch still there when we come back up? Because they were there.
They
back
are. So it's quite remarkable that the watch were there. But as this area you're in is fairly close to the bridge that heads over to the Iron Tower, some guard have sort of been sent across to help out with the situation because they heard that there was potential chaos or skaven as the rumours were flying around the streets.
So I'm going to talk to Lawyer Boy and just say, look, I no offence, but I have to look down on you. So I'm very tall. So do we tell the Watch or do we tell the Brewers Guild about
Yes.
chaos?
First off, we tell the Watch that we have managed to root out and destroy a chaos cult operating in this area. Then we go and tell the Brewers Guild that we cleared out the chaos problem that they were suffering from.
And
we
get our
collect
money.
the loot.
Yes.
And then we try and go back to the Watch and do them for a bit more money for our heroic activities.
Nice.
When do we get rid of this body, Governor?
Him, we need to dispatch
'Cause
either
he's
to
a
the
bit
Watch
heavy.
or with the Watch.
So this is
Okay.
you're talking as you're walking towards the front of the warehouse where the watch.
Sorry, I ain't got my voice on either, have I? Here we go. What? Hey. Blimey.
I wonder
Knees
what
up,
the
up,
Watcher's
round.
reaction is going to be to us stepping out. If I remember rightly, I am pretty much head to toe covered
Are
in
you
blood.
stepping out?
Well, no, it's been washed off by all the shit. That we just had to
Only
do.
from my
No.
knees down.
Up to your waist, you're covered in shit. Above that, you're covered in blood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's your waist, my ankles.
Yes. Knees. Knees.
I'm not.
Ankles.
I'm not that short. I'm 4'11".
Oh.
Oh.
That's pretty tall.
That's tall
actually.
for a
How,
dwarf.
how tall is Torvald?
Exactly the same.
Okay, cool.
Twins.
Twins.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
All
not
right.
identical.
Not identical.
But same height.
But
So
very
as,
similar.
as we walk up to the watch, I'm just
Right,
So
I'll
no,
go-
there's
I'll
a
go-
big door, if you remember, and,
Yeah.
and the watch is outside
and-
waiting for
Are
you.
there any like tarps or anything?
There's various cloths and rags and tarps
All right,
dotted around
I'm
the
going to
interior.
grab a tarp. I might want to cover that body up, manling. We can't carry that through the streets.
I shall drop the body on the floor, cover it up, stand there. How am I going to get out of the door now then?
just open the door. I go and bang on the door.
I'll pick up
Watch.
the body and sling it over my shoulder.
As they're doing it, just like, open
Just
it.
Okay, so the door's open, and you can see now that outside it's starting to get dark, and the watchman with a spear is standing there. Is that you lot coming out?
Yeah.
We thought you'd all died.
No, job done. Mission accomplished.
Okay.
Slight problem. And then look
No
at you.
problems. Only opportunities.
Opportunities.
Yes, we happen to
Hang
have
on.
rooted out.
Hang on. This sounds like I should come inside rather than talk out here. And you can see there's a throng of people moving
Yeah,
around
probably a plan.
outside, and they're trying to keep people away from the area.
Right, come on in, son. Come on
So
in.
he steps in.
Right. And I shall regale him with the tale of our fabulous heroism, charming the living crap out of him.
Okay.
Literally. I would hope.
I hope
We've had
not
enough of
literally.
this
I'm
shit.
hoping figuratively.
Well, we've had more than enough shit, I suppose. Right, now, I've got charm, and it comes off of fellowship, doesn't it? I've got
It
51
does.
in that, so...
51.
Yeah.
Blimey.
And I've got etiquette, which gets me a plus 10 on my charm as well.
Okay. Good.
That's when dealing with the upper classes.
For you, the guard. Okay, so 51.
So, yeah, I shall...
However, you are in a positive situation because you've come back from something that the guard thought you wouldn't.
Yeah.
And you are carrying enough stuff to show that you have just achieved this deed that you're about to
And
describe.
covered in blood.
So I would say plus 20%.
Okay. Well,
Who's
given the way the
banging?
dice have been rolling for me so far, I could still screw this up. 62, so no, I didn't screw it up.
Okay.
Yeah. Nice.
Blimey, that sounds exciting. And dangerous. Are you all okay? Is everything clear down there now?
Yep, they're all dead.
There was a huge fire that
We've seen that there's a plume of smoke rising near the docks.
Yeah, that was where we were.
Anyone that ran out of that building was
He's Chaos cultist.
well,
Is a cultist.
well, yeah.
Well, it's potentially a cultist.
Right.
Given what
Bloody
we saw,
lawyers.
and the ring that was on that manling's finger has a chaos star on the inside.
Now,
I beg pardon.
Show him the ring.
Let's have a look.
Jen,
Is there actual? You've actually got the proof.
Yep.
Let me see. Sort of.
And show him the nose ring on that beastman.
who's got the Beastman nose ring?
Slightly bigger ring.
Yeah. Oh, and I've got
Plus,
got
it was
claw.
on a Beastman, so
Yeah.
you know,
and
it's
I've
not
got
difficult.
weird fishman claw as well. So
From
here
the-
you go.
Well, to be completely honest with you, we won't be going to investigate the fire by the docks. That's in San Savino territory, and it's more than my job's worth than to head into there because those San Savinos they don't like the guards poking around.
That said, speaking about your job and your job security,
No.
surely it would be to your benefit if you were to be able to deliver this gentleman to the requisite authorities. Because it will certainly look good on your record, won't it? Being in a Chaos Cultist.
Oh, well,
Especially
yes.
one who's potentially as important as this chap. I mean, look at his clothes. These are pretty fine clothes. This is a well-to-do chap.
I don't know why I wasn't wearing any shoes.
Hang on. I know that chap.
You do?
That's Otfried Auenheimer.
Otfried Allenheimer.
Auenheimer.
What's he do then?
He's a merchant. Yeah, he's comes across the bridge frequently.
Well, he was the big cheese in with all that chaos mob.
Well, he deals with a lot of the dyers guild, a lot of the businesses that make up that guild. He deals in fine cloth.
Like a lot of blue.
Ah.
Blue is expensive. It's a bit of
Indeed.
showing off.
Indeed. He's wearing black, as most of the watch and guardsmen of Nuln do.
Well, I'm sure if someone had to go and investigate the Dyers Guild, you know, check out for more cultists and stuff at the right price.
Well, the problem is, once the Dyers Guild moved in here, the Sansavinos kind of took over that patch and those businesses near the docks.
Can't
Which
imagine your
any-
countess would want a chaos cult on her doorstep.
He opens the door and he kind of points out, and as you can see, like a plume of smoke in the sky. And in the background to it, the Iron Tower, which is like a big black and red finger poking up into the sky, where all of the suspects of chaos and cultist behaviour get sent to be horribly tortured and then murdered.
Not murdered.
You mean
Sorry,
executed?
executed. Sorry.
We got a couple of guys who held candles. I don't know if where they're going.
Yeah,
Forgot
they're
about
just
that.
sort of sitting there, like, and they've taken their robes off and like throwing them to the other end of the room. And they're just sitting in their scraggly homeless man kind of clothing, and they've just got their heads down. He's like, "We'll deal with them. Don't worry." Well, thank you very much. I'm not sure who sent you down here, but they sent clearly the right people. So, well done. I better secure the area and lock up, if you wouldn't mind going on your way.
Well,
Just try not
let's
to
find
drip.
Snip
Have we got time to nip back to the? If we're going back to the brewer's place,
We've got
I can get
that's our
I
next.
can get cleaned up.
but
Can't I?
don't we need some evidence of what we've just done for him?
Yeah, that's what we're going to say.
Yeah,
We've got the claw.
yeah,
got the claw in.
no, I'm saying we need
We
to
can't
bring.
take the body.
No, we need to ask we need to ask you to come with us now, if that's all right. Why am I doing your accent?
I need to secure this place, but one of my boys can go with you.
Yeah.
Should you need to get in contact with us again, if you just leave a message at the Velvet Cup,
Oh,
they'll be able to put you back in touch with us.
I will leave a message with them.
Gunter Seuss is my name.
Gunter Seuss. Good to know. Right, well,
Also, should you find yourself in need of a decent criminal prosecutor,
It's part of the watch. Leave him alone.
he looks at you slightly sideways. I think maybe it's time you
Let's go
be
find
moving
Snips.
along. Let's secure the warehouse. Let your boss know that everything's all right.
right, back to the guild.
Yeah, let's do it.
Are we getting cleaned up before we go meet
No,
the
no.
boss?
So I want to go into the guild bathhouse first. When
No,
you
no,
get
no.
back.
I want him to see us
Yeah,
covered in blood.
yeah, covered in
Yeah.
blood and some excrement, and get our 5
Okay.
gold.
So you're going to go back to the guild house.
Plus,
Yeah.
we're taking one of the watchmen with us, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yes, with the watchman.
Yeah, so we want to go back with the watchman. We want to.
You're not going to make him
Get it
stand
over
around
with.
while we all have a bath.
Aye.
I mean, much as
This
I'd
young
like to.
lad whose helmet looks
Yeah.
slightly too big for him, and his armour looks like it's his dad's armour. He's kind of, yeah, I'll come with you.
When we get back there, I'm gonna grab a couple of the urchins.
Yeah.
And like 3 or 4 of them to carry the mail shirt. You know,
Okay.
clean that.
Yes. You send that off. Okay, so you
See,
arrive.
as soon as you let a player have urchins, that's it.
I know, it's
So-
dangerous. Yeah, it's
Downhill.
dangerous.
So you're just
Yeah.
waiting for said urchins to never reappear because they just
Yeah,
get
yeah.
the metal.
They've just run away with the mail shirt and sold it. No, don't worry. They've gone off to clean it because you're
Yeah,
part of the
yeah,
guild now.
Yeah. I'm gonna.
I just want to
Now
repair
you're
that
on the
and get my ass
inside.
cleaned.
Yeah. I'm gonna
Okay, so you get back and you want to go and chat to
Super
Ortwin Schnitzler.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. When you arrive, there are lots of people moving around in the guild hall. There seems to be some sort of meeting going on. But Adelinda Falkenberg, Mr.
You
Berg,
like it.
is standing by the large double door entranceway,
I don't see
standing
what
to
you
the
see.
side
I really
in
don't.
her armour.
It's just
She looks
She's tall, isn't she?
very businesslike.
probably.
Because they're the same height.
You know, she's quite tall. And she sees you arrive and sees you sort of grab a couple of little urchins and send them off. Ah, you're back, are you?
That's right.
Hi.
Mission
Sorry,
accomplished.
it's
Job
the
done.
accent that got me. Oh, you're back, are you?
Yes.
Look, we'd quite like to go and clean all this shit off ourselves.
Sure he won't want you coming in smelling
If you
shit
could-
again.
Let him know that we're back and we were successful. What's your name, lad?
Bert,
Bert here. Can vouchsafe that we've handed over
absolutely.
the body
Of
that
the
we
Chaos
found
Cultists.
from Chaos Cultists
It's
to the
horrible.
watch to be dealt with forthwith.
I can report in for you.
Alright, thanks, Bert.
Right, thanks, Bert.
Hey, Bert. Hey, Bert. Thanks, Bert.
Okay. So
Alright.
what are you doing?
Washing.
I'm going to look longingly at Mr. Burr, and then I'm going to
She just
I'm
stares
going
at
to
you like,
walk.
sod off.
I'm going to walk backwards,
Staring at her around the corner, like,
and then I will go and then I'll hurry away
okay.
and go and get.
Please
washed.
tell me that she's
Go get
wearing
washed.
red armour.
She's not wearing red armour.
I'm assuming she has seen us all quite clearly covered in
Oh
gold.
yeah. She's kind of. There is a look of astonishment and then almost admiration. But you
I'll
seem
take
to have
begrudging
survived.
respect at this time.
Before we walk off, have you lot got a surgeon or a physician?
I can check if he's on site.
After we're cleaned up, we might need a bit of a check.
Very well. I'll arrange for it
And
in the
an-
bathhouse.
And an armour smith, please. Hold up this ragged male shirt and just goes, it needs fixing.
You can pay the same as everybody else at the smithy at the back.
Right, I will. After I've got my gold, go off and have a bath.
Right. Who remembers how much you're going to get paid?
5 gold!
5 gold each. But I don't think 5 gold each is actually enough.
No, it's not.
I think you could definitely ask for more.
I
Just kill the
think-
Chaos Cult.
I think that we've just raised the estimation of the Brewers Guilds among city authorities.
Okay, so you guys all get in baths.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're all in these big tubs. They're like big half-barrel type things filled with hot water, and they're kind of sealed and tarred on the inside so that the water doesn't just immediately come out. They're filled up with hot water.
Just throw the feathers in afterwards.
No, as in a while ago they were tarred, so it's waterproof.
I should have seen that coming.
And you are soaking away, and you hear from outside, "Where the fuck are they then? Come on, show me these bunch of wankers. Where are they?" You hear this shouting from outside, and as you hear Schnitzler approaching the bathhouse, and the door opens, and the kind of sheepish guard, Bert, who was with you, said, "Oh, I thought they were having a bath. I think. Why? Where are you, bunch of fuckers?
Hey, Bert.
What the fuck is going on?"
We're having a bath because we stink of shit. And we didn't want to stink of shit when we came and spoke to you, so we reported
No.
in and then came in here to have a bath
Right.
so as to not offend your sensibilities.
Yeah, but don't send this little greasy shit to come and see me. You fuckers come and talk to me.
We didn't send him to
You
see
send-
you, we sent him
Yeah,
to
we're
see
coming. We gave him to Falkenberger. Anyway, long story short, mission accomplished, job done.
All right.
Whose is this duck?
That's mine. Right. Fine.
Yeah,
Suppose
explain
I've
what
got to fucking pay you now, haven't
yeah,
I?
explain about. Oi, Mr. Lawyer, explain what we've just done. 'cause-
Yeah. Tell you what, Chief, look, it was a tough old jaunt. It really was.
No shit. They're all tough.
Yeah, but this was particularly tough. Now, it does look, however, like we might have done you a bit of a favour, a bit of a service above and beyond. See, we managed to crack down on the whole Chaos Cult rather than just knock out a couple of mutants. So, all well and good. Took out the mutants, dealt with them. They had a beast man down there and all. Big bugger. Huge, great thing. Big Chaos bull thing through
And
his
Claw
nose.
Dude.
Couple of claw dudes. One bloke had a crab arm. That was nasty. Hartwin took care of him. Another chap, Alvin, took care of him. Big beast man. These two fine fellas beat the living snot out of it. Absolutely kicked the crap out of it.
Well, they're
Burned it.
fucking dwarves. That's what dwarves do.
Yeah, well, I'm just letting you
Give a
know what
nod
went
to
on.
that.
But then, see, we happened upon an actual, for real, chaos cult operating. It gets better.
Oh,
Operating
yeah, I bet it does.
in the Dyers districts.
Right.
Now we managed to put them down an orb.
That was that fire.
Right.
That was the fire that you might have seen.
Oh, fuck.
Well, no, that was them, not us. And we're all clear on that front because we've been completely let off by the Watch. Now, the Watch have taken the cult leader, who we were able to subdue.
The dead cult leader.
All right, subdue
Fairly
term.
heavily subdued.
And we've got,
Permanently subdued.
Yeah.
we've got cast iron evidence that
And
he was a chaos
witnesses.
cultist and witnesses, and we know who he was. It was Otfried Allenheimer. Yeah. So,
Well, that fucker works with all the dyers.
Yeah.
so
You're messing with Sansovino territory
we're
here.
not so much messing with the territory as
Killing
have struck a significant blow
Technically-
and actually weakened Sansovino's potentially.
They were messing with your territory because they were causing a ruckus under your warehouse.
If their people have got cultists down there and they're pissing
Good
about,
fucking point.
Yeah.
we have struck a blow for the Brewers against them in a way that no repercussions can come back on you. Any repercussions that come down the line.
No one saw you.
No one alive.
Excellent.
Yeah. And then the whole place burned down. Everybody's either dead or have been handed over to the Watch.
And the Watch were very, very grateful.
And any cultists what did get away, got away out of a room that we weren't in, so they didn't see any of us. Don't know who we were. Couple of blokes came up out of the sewer covered in shit, beat the living snot out of their men. Everyone
All right. You guys are fucking heroes. I get it. I get it.
like it.
When
I
you said
get it,
that,
I
I'm
get
just
it.
like,
Make
Yeah.
a charm. Make a charm.
38. That'll do the
good
trick.
roll.
All right. So the boss has told me that you're all getting paid 5 gold crowns for getting that done. But I understand the situation. I understand that hazard pay is a thing that we have to do from time to time. So I am willing to double it. But that's
Yes,
as
right.
far as I'm gonna go.
Double it is very generous.
And he chucks down a few bags of coin on the floor near the bathtubs. Right, well, get yourselves fucking cleaned up because you fucking stink. I'm off to bed after a few pints. See you later. And he leaves the bathhouse.
Night, Chief.
I get nicely cleaned up, take
Good
my
work,
gold,
Gunter.
go and find the
I
repairs.
was going to get more than like an extra one out of him.
Well, as you guys have your bath, you realise it takes you a while to like get the gore from underneath your fingernails, get the blood out of your beard, all that
I'm getting
kind of
blood. I
stuff.
shot people from a distance, you know. I only went through the sewers, and that was.
But
from
you
the
were kind of
kneecaps
standing next to
down.
a dwarf as he cut a beast man in half, and blood went everywhere.
I was in
And then you were near
it.
me when
And
I
you walked
chopped
through
the guy's
shit.
head off.
I walked through shit. That's only up to my kneecaps, though.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So,
I'm quite a clean, pock-marked, missing tooth gentleman.
well, as you're all finishing up your bath, you're bathing. The
Yeah, some of this is
urchins
mine.
come back with a it's been cleaned, and one of them says, "Mister, there's a hole in the armpit. You might want to look after."
That's good. I'll get that looked after.
Yeah.
You get all the urchins together in the yard in an hour.
All right, will do.
I don't like the sound of that. What are you going to do?
I'm going to teach them some street fighting.
Oh, that's fine. I was worried then.
Yeah. All right. And he runs off. I'll show you.
Yeah.
Okay. The urchin runs out.
I think.
Do you want me to get your army repaired?
Yeah. I'll have the 10 gold.
All
Hopefully that's enough.
Probably will be. Walk off and I'm never seen again. End of character.
20 gold for a day's work. Sorted.
Okay, so
I'm assuming that if I get
it'll
if I
cost quite a bit to
yeah,
fix it.
and mine's
Fix it
clean
too hard.
because it's my Hopefully I'll get the clean one back.
Let's have a look.
That's what I'm
A
saying.
craftsman's daily pay.
There's not that many holes in it.
Yeah, but it might need slight adjusting because I'm quite a little bit.
A little bit.
A little bit. Ooh. Yeah.
I am a portly.
So you know that a blacksmith can earn maybe 3 or 4 shillings a day.
That's silver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 10 gold is
yeah.
excessive.
That's right.
Just a gold would be fine.
A gold would be excessive.
Yeah, but it hasn't got change.
Yeah,
So
it's
1
just,
gold.
I can make
Crown.
change for you.
Yeah. I bet you can. Yeah. So there's 240.
And it all adds up almost.
12 to.
Show you maths.
So maybe 4 to 5 shillings a day for their work. So if that were to take them a day, it would be 5 shillings. There are 20 shillings in a gold crown. It's old money.
I'll bring you the change.
Okay, cool.
Keep the other 19.
Okay.
I shall give each of these chaps 7 gold out of the 23 that we found.
19.
Alright.
There may be
I'll give the 2 of you
there may be
2
like
each from the
Hey,
material. There may be
Oh yeah,
material.
sorry,
costs.
it's 9. So yeah, so you
okay.
get 9 back.
So I get 9 back. Cool.
So are we getting some of that 20 something, or are they just
No,
getting?
you got all the chainmail.
You gave him 19 gold.
All
All of your 10. And, yeah. So he gives you 10. You give him back 19.
See, how cunning was I?
Yeah, supernumerate, mate.
You manlings.
You got all the chainmail and the posh boots. We got the cash
Yeah,
back.
you're the Hanyo cast, and we're just going. That's 10 plus 9 minus a half.
Carry the
Oh,
one.
God.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What?
it takes us a little while.
Who am I?
Yeah. Well, I've got some fancy shoes. I'm putting them on after I've cleaned up.
So,
I'm gonna take the things to the blacksmith. And
Okay. Yeah.
say, ease these up. How long's that gonna take?
About a day each.
Yeah, sounds good. There's a gold.
Thanks.
Is that enough?
Yeah.
This is from the guild blacksmith, isn't it? So
Yeah.
yeah. And
There's
then
some material, I've got to get some links and things and repair the padding and things like that.
I'll give Mr. Seuss 5 gold.
Okay.
Services rendered.
and then I come back. I find Mr. Seuss and say velvet cup.
Off you pop, son. I've got to do a spot shopping first. Maybe we should go for a drink first. Maybe celebrate as a team, bonding
What
exercise.
time of day is it?
It's getting towards evening.
Sounds like dinner time first.
The Gunner's Arms isn't far away.
All right, then. Let's do that.
I will be in the yard teaching urchins street fighting,
Okay. Cool.
and that is what I'm going to do for my evening.
Okay. Cool.
And I am going to see if I can locate the surgeon because I've cleaned all the blood off. I've realised some of it's mine,
Okay.
and I might
Yep.
need his
The
services.
surgeon actually comes to the bathhouse as the others are starting to go away.
Yeah,
and you're
I'll
sort of
be there as well.
getting out and like, oh my god, that really hurts.
I don't know if I actually got. I don't think I got hit.
You must have got here.
No, you didn't. They
Did you
They
literally not
fluffed
get
it every
hit?
time.
Fail.
They
You have to
flapped
remember,
around him.
They hit
Oh,
me.
yeah.
They hit me
And you
twice,
parried, didn't
and
you?
I parried, and then I dodged.
You're like a
Okay.
freaking ninja.
So you're not.
And the
You're
rest of
over
it they
half
fluffed it.
your wounds.
Gone.
Gone.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So you're heavily wounded. Okay. Let's have a look.
Looks quite nasty, actually.
You realise
Yeah,
that
that seems
you've got quite an injury, but with a roll of 6, the surgeon is able to heal you and restore 1 wound, and you're no longer considered heavily wounded. You can now heal as if you're lightly wounded.
I'm also heavily wounded.
Okay.
He's the
Once
one
again,
gonna fight now.
Roll of 11.
I mean, look at me.
It passes, so you recover a wound.
And I had 2 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you'd have seen the blow that hit me, you probably think that would have chopped you in half.
He also says to you, yes. We do have some curative ointments and unctures and potions of which you may purchase from the guild storehouse to quicken your healing.
Nothing magical, I hope, manling.
Oh, no. Would I ever recommend such a thing to one such as you?
Is he lying?
Make a plus 30.
Yeah, that's very much pass.
You think he's probably talking about Healing Draft, which
So
has
that-
got some sort of base magical residual in it. They're quite expensive for what they are.
Do you have any poisons?
Have you got anything that's not magical?
We've got some very strong ale. Might help you with the pain.
The manlings and the halfling might like your portions, but none of that rubbish for me.
I can come back tomorrow otherwise and help with check your stitches and your bruising.
Aye.
Very well. Very well.
However, the beer sounds like a good idea. Brother.
The ale does sound like a good plan.
Very well.
You say you're twins, you've got very different accents. I'm just saying.
Different schools.
different layers of Carricknorn.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. One go out on one side, the other one go out on the other side.
I turn to the
Well,
both of you guys. Have you got any
bookworm.
poisons?
Fighter.
Poisons.
Poisons. I want to dunk me arrows in some.
Well, generally, I don't offer such things out to new members of the guild. One has to acquire a certain level of trust.
Fair enough.
Members.
I'll be around.
Very well.
I don't even try and push it. Just
The smithy that's at the guild, does it sell armour?
Yes. Yeah, it's a smithy. He's got like a full forge and everything. He's got some armour, not like plate, but he's got some.
Does he sell leather?
There is. He gets some in from a tanner and armour.
Okay. I'd like to inquire about, preferably with Mr. Zeus, as his business acumen seems to be quite high.
Yeah.
It's discount time!
Yeah.
We're looking. All right, I'll go to the bar and have a chat with him.
Okay. Well, I mean, there's a
All right.
general group of people going to see the smithy. I think.
I'm looking at buying a set of full leather from a brother here, and a male coif for myself.
But that said, I mean, to be fair, I'll be honest with you, normally I wouldn't go for leather myself, but I'm starting to think it might be time to invest a little bit. So maybe if we were to look at doing sort of a bulk order, save you a bit of cash in your ordering in, getting stuff in, maybe trim a few of the costs off, reduce the overheads for
they
you,
are quite short.
subsequently reduce the overheads for us as well. Also, dwarves, halfling don't need full-size clothes, so
True.
we can shave a couple of coins off here and there. Maybe make things a little bit cheaper for you.
So how many? You said bulk. How many full suits?
Well,
of
2
leather
full
armour?
suits of leather, 1 male coif. Do you chaps need anything?
Well, we've got some spare leather because I was in full leather anyway. So the male.
You're 6'2".
Yeah, but they
So you
could
can
make
have
a whole load of leather out of the spare one I've now got.
But if you're getting rid of that, and you're also
Well,
going to want your chain shirts fixed, aren't you?
You need to put your chain shirt over your leather.
Yeah, I know, but I was wearing leather, and
Yeah.
you said that the chain shirts had leather underneath.
Yeah, he was wearing a leather jacket.
Yeah, exactly. So they can have some. Yeah.
So effectively, what we're looking at is 2 chain shirts repaired, male coif, suit leather,
Heel.
take away
Right.
one of the suits of leather,
Right.
add in another jacket,
seems
take
to
a
be
coif
like-
in,
Well,
pop another coif out of it, right? And then you've got fundamentally a set of outfits which will reduce your costs by upwards of 25%.
make a charm roll. See if you bamboozle. him.
Oh no, my friend, this is a haggle roll.
Oh, haggle.
Test
Sorry,
for
sorry.
1d10
Yes.
to a heavily wounded character.
Ooh.
You have got
Only
one.
once during or after
You
each
get
encounter,
plus
once per day.
10%.
I don't need to use a fortune point.
Huh? What? I missed all that.
succeeded.
I succeeded.
Okay.
On
So you
68.
successfully bamboozled him. So roll 2 dice and add them together.
9.
Okay, so what did you actually want to buy?
What we actually want to buy is 2 suits of leather and a male coif,
And repair 2 sets.
and repair the 2 chain
Okay.
shirts. But
So-
they've already paid for them.
Oh, they
like
have.
you.
Yeah.
That's a gold.
Mhm.
Yeah. The 2 suits of leather would be 50 gold, and a male coif would be 70. So
total.
minus 9
You got 70 gold.
No. In total.
in total.
Oh, I
Cost
see.
in- that's the total.
Which
But
makes
minus
sense.
9,
Yeah.
so he says, it's, 61 gold crowns, I think. You said minus a.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Now you've already had, 2 gold off of these chaps, so that's 59.
One.
Oh, right, so 60 still to come up with then.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right, how much have you two got?
I've got 34 in total.
I've got 20.
I've got 27.
Yeah, you got it.
Right, how much was my coin? So it should have been 20. So how much did we save in total?
9.
10.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
so you save 10.
bamboos,
You
you
save
spent
10.
it all.
All right.
You spent it all at the
So it's
beginning.
20 each, basically.
You didn't have much. You gave it away.
Well, if
Yeah,
you want to
I
knock
tend to.
like 4
Feel
off the
people with
total
lots of
cost
money
yours,
get
we'll take
robbed.
3 off of
Yeah.
each of ours.
I spent all
So
mine.
it's 20.
on
Just call it
velvet
20 gold each.
Yeah,
It's a
mine
team,
was 20 anyway.
team purchase.
Okay. Right.
So 20 gold each,
Mail's worth it. Mail's worth it.
and I'm going to have some leather armour out of that.
Yep.
Which means that covers.
We'll have it. It'll be here tomorrow morning. So just come pick it up tomorrow. I don't have a halfling thing, but I can get a runner to go and we can get that in.
Yeah, perfect. Nice job. Lovely.
So you'll have that from the morning. So if anything happens in the evening or the night, you don't have that armour. Okay, cool. So
Intelligence.
you gather all your new possessions and you head towards the Gunner's Arms. As you go through the courtyard at the back of the guild, you see 7 urchins on top of Alvin on the cobblestones, and they're all punching you. It doesn't hurt you, and you're actually having fun. You're teaching them, and then you sort of get up and you punch one of them, it's tough love. You're like showing them the mean streets, what it means
Teach
to
them some
survive.
street fighting.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Well,
Yeah. Make a
Good
weapon skill roll at plus 20%, just to get an idea of how good. So they are beating him up.
It looks like he's having fun, but you're crying inside.
Yeah, this is great.
Yeah, that's what I wanted.
Yeah. Bastards.
Oh, my ribs.
All the kids have got knuckle dusters.
And steal all of your gold.
It's about them learning.
Yeah, absolutely.
The thought that counts.
And you watch as the others head off to the Gunner's Arms.
just looking at you guys.
So you guys make your way to the Gunner's Arms, which you've been to before, back in old episode 1. Nice 2-story building. It's got a bit of a courtyard out the back, and you come into the main drinking bar room. There's a few tables dotted around. As it's evening, there's quite a few people in here now. A lot of people wearing black, soot-covered, iron workers, those kinds of people. The 4 of you make perception rolls, visual-based perception rolls.
Visual-based. I have some perception.
Which one's perception?
Intelligence.
Yeah. And if you have the skill, you get
33. I pass by 1.
Okay.
Oh, it's not the skill.
5.
What does having the skill mean?
It means
You
you
don't
roll
get
on your full stat.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Well,
If
that
you
is-
don't have it, you roll
I
half.
passed by lots because I got
You
12.
have excellent vision. You're a dwarf.
I got 12.
12. Cool. Okay. So those of you...
Got
Oh,
excellent hearing.
And my intelligence is 40.
okay, cool. Torvald, have you...
I have better vision than my brother. So
Okay.
I
And I've
also
got
get
better
bonus.
hearing.
Okay, oh.
I passed.
Okay. Cool. So you all, as you go in, you look around, you can see all these people dotted around. And you can see, to the far left, near the dormitory room, a group of people sitting down who have got dye all over their hands. Various colours. Gathered in one corner. And it picks, you pick up on it because of your recent encounter. Adelgis Goda is behind the bar, and he recognises you. Hello, welcome. Come in, please. Pull up a pew. Move aside, gentlemen. Move aside. Move aside. Let them through. Let them through. As I understand it, you've had a very, very interesting day.
That's right, Del. We have indeed. Do you lot spot that bunch over in the corner?
Aye.
Do you see them?
He's not there.
Oh, it's not as easy under
Yeah.
a pile of urchins.
Just like, yeah. Just like, I'm indifferent.
Yeah.
I saw them, I'm just indifferent.
Isaac and safe zone.
Ale.
Ale.
Naturally.
Rails.
Are we after Blundstones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me get
Is
this
that,
round,
is
lads.
that the good one?
Yeah, that's the good one.
That's the good one.
Aye.
Excellent. Right.
Let me get the first round.
Very well. Bear with me 1 second. Make sure we get this right. Food and drink. Ale. Right. That'll be 8 pennies, then, please.
Right, I shall give him his 8 pennies.
Mhm.
Actually, no, I won't. I'll give him pennies of the brass ones, aren't they?
Mhm.
Well, I'll give him a silver shilling, and one for yourself and all barkeep.
Oh, thank you very much. Excellent. Gunther, wasn't it?
That's right. It's been a busy
Yes.
day.
Yes.
It's nice to
you've
see a
been down.
welcoming face.
Well, come on, get some ales over here.
I kind of
Also,
like
this
just
means
bang
the big one doesn't have
bang
accent.
the thing on the table and go to a decent combat. Crunk.
Oh, one of those, was it?
How long have those dyers boys in the corner been here?
Oh, well, as I hear it, one of their warehouses, or 3 of their buildings, actually burnt down today. So some of them were laid off, and they've come in here. They're not very happy. I wouldn't be heading over there right now. Seems like they might be out of work.
I'm gonna slip him a shilling and go, keep what we did quiet.
Oh, don't worry. I just know you've had a very interesting day.
It's been a tough one.
Hard day of work.
Indeed.
And
Well, if there's anything else I can get you, let me know.
what about some grub? Don't know about you boys, I'm famished.
Well, we've got a platter going on at the moment. Just a couple of pennies each.
I'll flick him a shilling.
Excellent. Where's the other one?
That's for the other one when he turns up. He's
Oh,
Being
excellent.
beaten up
excellent.
by
Yeah.
urchins. He wanted to be.
Okay.
He's training the next generation of
They
brewers.
are about 10 minutes later. You've been fighting for them for a while.
Yeah,
They get called away to do duties.
that's fine.
Right, food is brought out for you. You drink your ale. He says, "You know what? Here you go. Another one on the house for each of you." And he puts a 5th pint down on the side as well.
Cheers.
You're
Very
welcome.
kind of
You're
you.
welcome. Your friends are my friends. We're all friends, aren't we? Aren't we, Mr. Seuss?
Certainly seems that way. What can we do for you?
Well, I have a bit of personal business that I wanted to talk to you about.
Okay.
Some words have got to my ears about a certain something that you may be able to provide. A gentleman.
Oh, I see. Oh, I might be able to help out a little bit. Yeah. I do know some people who know some people.
Well, I was thinking that you could have a run of the place. Some beer, some food, some board if you want it.
We stay at the guild, aren't we? It's probably it's probably nicer here than at the board.
Yeah. Boarding house is like they're all crammed in. It's all shoved
Like
in.
bunks, I think.
And the
Whereas
whole
this
place will
will be
stink of yeast.
like, whereas this place will be
And
a
feet.
nice room.
And yeasty feet.
Yeah.
Yeasty feet.
Yeah, happy to put your chaps up if you're happy to help me up.
Where's
talking
this
about your
going?
powder, Mr. Zeus.
That is a horrible mental image.
As one would not talk about what you gentlemen have been
Quite.
up to today,
Quite.
Perhaps
I fully
we should not
understand.
discuss
Let's not discuss.
what I want to be up to.
Have you got somewhere private we can have a word then?
Well, you're kind of at the bar and he's kind of leaning in quite close to you
All right.
and chatting with you. Are you going to head
I
over
will
to
head over to
Okay.
where the rest of them are,
at this point?
so that Mr.
Alvin
Seuss
comes
doesn't
in.
get in more trouble than
Yeah.
he can
Pull
deal
up,
with himself.
pull up a pew, manling. There's food and ale on the table for you.
Aha! Here you go. Slides
I
a
shall-
beer across
I
the
shall
table.
Eat food.
Excellent. Right, you eat food, you drink
But you're
beer.
not drinking.
I'm
Um,
not drinking. No, I will have my wits about me this evening.
Okay.
We've only had 2.
I've only had
comes
one.
in
No,
pain.
I
Ale's not that strong. You probably have one to do that.
No.
Also, you don't drink water in this situation.
Water will kill you, mate.
You drink ale.
I can get you a tankard of water if you want.
Maybe
I
some
shall-
warm milk.
Carry on eating
Okay.
and ignore him.
Okay.
And
Because
yeah.
he's
We boil it
psychologically.
on over the stove, and then let it cool off. If you want to have a drink of that.
Huh?
Okay. Comes back with a tub of water for you. A pint of water.
With everyone written on the side.
Fresh from Britonia.
She can take us to peace, by any chance.
Carrack Norn.
Carrack Buxton.
Okay, cool. Right.
Okay, so how many doses worth did I manage to get my hands on originally?
It was a lot.
It was like 40.
It was a lot.
Yeah.
No wonder that madam was so happy with me. I gave her 20 doses.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that leaves me with 20. So if I divide that by 4 and I give him 5.
Oh, didn't you give?
You gave me one.
Alright.
So you got 19.
So I've got 19.
Yeah.
Well, if I give him 4 then.
You slide him 4 little
He hasn't even
packets.
said what he wants yet.
You slide him 4 little packets across the desk and across the bar, and he kind of, he's talking to, oh, Al, good to see you again, and he kind of slides it in his hand. And when he feels what's in his hand, he kind of looks up at you. Well,
That keep me out of trouble.
hopefully it'll keep me in trouble. Right. Well, in that case, welcome to the Gunner's Arms.
Hope it doesn't keep you up all night.
Excellent. Okay.
Don't take all of that.
Just one.
Yeah,
Just
just one. Otherwise,
What do you?
you can put it in drink, you can eat it, you can mix
You
it.
don't rub it on.
No,
Don't.
no rubbing.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
If you do take more than one, they will have to drain your member.
I heard that they hit it with a stick.
That's what your dodgy doctors will do. A good one will stick in.
Oh!
Yeah.
Whoa! Whoa! Oh, okay, one at a time.
Happened to an
Okay.
uncle of mine. Was
Right.
not a happy
Excellent.
man.
Well,
This is nice beef, isn't it?
more drinks. Very, I must attend to my other customers, and he kind of heads off and goes around. You see him talking to various people, and eventually he makes his way around to the group of dyers in the corner, who kind of quite gruffly deal with him, and he leaves their table quite quickly and looks over at you guys like, oh. So you guys are in the Gunner's Arms, eating, drinking. What do you want to do?
It's
It
getting
was-
quite late.
Who were those people that we weren't meant to mess with? The Santy Watsits. What were they called again?
Something
I shall say this quite loudly. What were they called?
Sanzerinos or something.
Sandy Pansies? Panzerinos?
Sansovino.
Might want to put a lid on it, man.
Hang on. It's quite loud and there's a lot of people in
Yeah.
here. There's a lot of bustle. People are shouting. There's people throwing daggers in the corner. People playing cards. But one of the dyers, you see him sort of. I think you should watch what you're saying over there.
Let's not start a fight in the arms.
I'm just swearing casually.
He's just asking
Aye,
not to
brother.
start a fight.
Aye.
Dwarf on one side looks over and.
Is it the one that was in there the other night?
No, it's a different dwarf. But Siegbert Schroeder is there, your gambler
My
friend
gambler
who you
friend.
saw before.
I shall.
And he gives you a little.
Yeah. Yeah. I shall go over and do a bit of gambling with my gambler friend.
Okay.
I shall cross off that 4 gold.
Wow, someone's gambling big.
You have a great night. No, they're not. Cross off a goal.
A gold.
Yeah. They won't really be spending that much money. That's like
It's high
this
rollers.
year's. That's this year's a peasant's year's wages or something. You know, to 5 gold. Probably. But there's a group of men gambling, and they enjoy your company. Yes.
And your
Oh,
money.
like that.
No, he pays them to sit with him. So arguably,
I must be learning something, picking up a bit of local gossip. I do lose well,
Yeah.
and it's not as if I'm like getting drunk, because every time they bring over drinks,
They're all getting drunk.
they get drunk and I'm
Do you
getting...
have the gamble skills?
No, that's why I don't bother rolling
Well,
any
you
dice.
can make a roll at half
Okay.
your intelligence.
Okay, I'll make... So blue up, half my intelligence. I lost my money.
71. Yes, you did.
Fine, I don't mind losing.
Make a gossip roll.
Okay, gossip roll.
Fellowship.
Yeah, I've not got very good fellowship.
Have
But
you got gossip?
I do have gossip.
Okay, cool. So you roll at your full fellowship.
8.
Okay. So
As in 08.
yes. There is
Sorry, that was my surprise.
Okay, cool. There is a lady at the table called Hildegard who you talk to a bit. She's across the table from you, so she doesn't directly affect your hand a lot of the time, but you're kind of staring at her across the table. She's quite businesslike. She doesn't drink either, which is why she kind of picks up on your radar. But she seems to be talking quite a bit to the rest of the crowd, maybe to throw them off, maybe to distract them. She seems to be winning.
Yeah.
But she's talking about the fire that's been going on that was going on by the docks, and that apparently this is very damaging for the Sansevino operation in that area, and people are on the lookout for who set the fire. That's kind of what you hear. You hear a few grumbles about, there was some Skaven down by the industrial plats, apparently underground, that some idiots went down and they got killed, didn't come back out. You hear some arguments about whether or not leg tax is actually a viable tax on the Great Bridge, but ear tax definitely is viable because those elves have to pay every time they come across. Various gossip that you hear from the table. Okay, what are the rest of you doing while Alvin is gambling?
Or just making small talk, enjoying the food.
Okay.
Not drinking to excess.
Okay, so the evening while
Just having a cup, whilst a couple.
Sure.
Keeping an eye on
The dyers.
the dyers.
Okay,
What was the guy's name again? The one that the cultist leader?
Gottfried Auernheimer.
Please don't. I'm not there. I can't control what you do at all.
Yeah, I'm just keeping an eye on this, and I'll just say if they leave, I'll follow.
After a while, and they've had a few drinks, they do leave. Now, everyone needs to make an alcohol. How many beers does everyone have?
I only had one.
I only have one a day.
Oh, you're not going
Well,
crazy.
like I said, I'm not drinking.
Okay. So, you guys see that the dyers start
Given
to...
that they might have been kicking up in here, I didn't want to get smashed either.
Sure,
That, and we're probably working tomorrow.
probably. They seem to be getting ready to leave, tidying up. They're playing cards. They're kind of packing things up. You're still at the table.
When the game kind of reaches its conclusion.
Yeah. Well, you get to a point where 3 people are about to leave the table because they're out of money.
Oh, are they?
But Hildegard is still there.
So when it is just Hildegard,
Yep.
I shall mention that I may have information that at the right price, people were interested in a certain incendiary subject. She might.
Really? Perhaps we should have a private conversation.
Okay.
She says, she's got her winnings on the table, and she kind of slides a gold crown back across the table.
I laugh. That's what I lost, just to try and get a bit of gossip.
She takes 3 more and slides them across the table like.
So there was this bloke, right, called Otfried, and he was apparently, I've heard, the head of a chaos cult, and that they were working.
Hang on. You're at a table with other people around. You guys make perception rolls at minus 20%.
Is this hearing?
This is hearing.
Okay, so flat roll for me.
Okay.
Nope. Yep. 26, it's passed.
Okay. Anyone who passes can hear Alvin say this. You notice.
I'm going to
as
sit
you-
bolt
As you
upright when
turn
I hear
around,
this.
you guys are watching the dyers. They're about to leave. You guys are like, okay, well, and then you turn around and you say, "Where's Alvin?" And then he's like, "So, As you look at him, you see that the dwarf who is on the other side is listening, clearly, like, leaning in his chair to hear.
So apparently, he was like
I'm
the
gonna
leader
cough.
of a chaos cult.
At the word cult,
Right.
I'm going to cough
Apparently-
really loudly.
Apparently, they
Are you
they
going to
burnt it all-
ignore that, or are you...
Apparently,
Alvin!
apparently they burnt
Alvin!
it all down.
Over here, lads!
But, you know,
Alvin! Alvin!
I'm going to
Alvin!
go over and say,
Your
hi, Alvin.
friend's calling you. But that's very interesting information.
and I would like some
Alvin?
tips on how to play cards sometime, maybe.
Well, I
think
come
I'm
in
staying
here
here.
every few nights, and pop in. If you want a few points, then
I think you should
I
go
could,
and get it.
I could show you. There's now a big
Gunter, you're
dwarf standing
persuasive.
next to you.
Go get him.
The other dwarf turns around and says, Manling, I'd be careful if I were you. And then he kind of leans back to where he was, carries on drinking and smoking a pipe.
I shall lean over to the dwarf and say, I tend to find the best way to find information is when information finds you. And then I
He
shall,
laughs. He actually laughs.
and then I shall sit back.
Well, look.
I'm gonna look at the dwarf and say he's an idiot in castle.
And he says, clearly. Hang on.
Someone has to be bait, surely. Isn't that the way it works? Someone's bait. That's how it works. Some blokes will come along and try and rough me up. Won't quite work out how they planned.
Okay, so as
I've got
near
it
as
all
I
in my
can
head.
tell, if you're BA and I'm the face, he's Murdoch.
Oh, shit, yeah. Okay.
At least on the upside, that means you get to be Hannibal.
This is true, yeah.
So who does that make Torvald?
That one girl that used to
The general. The general. The girl. The ramp that everyone drives on all the time.
You're right, the ramp was in it more than the girl.
Yeah.
The van.
The van. Yeah. I had that toy.
How about
Had
the
van.
the word for
the
stupid
handily,
is dope.
well-equipped garage?
You're kidding me.
The Caslid for stupid is dope!
There is the dwarf says to you, I keep forgetting the name. The Sansavinos run the dripping fish down on the docks. I'm sure information could find you there.
Well, thank you very much. I shall open my hand that I happen to have 4 gold pieces in. I tend to find
I don't need your gold.
that
No.
if you've got lots of money, you get robbed.
I've
so I
got
tend
lots
not
of
to
money,
bother.
but nobody robs me.
Oh, right.
I'm just going to be there shaking
Yeah.
my head.
See? This is
Supernumerate.
why-
Supernumerate. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, 4.
I've lost count.
Brilliant.
It was
Brilliant.
-1
So good.
plus 4.
So +3 overall.
Carry the 18.
Yeah.
Supernumerate.
Okay, how many goals do you currently have? Do you want us to help? No. Okay.
And we've lost him.
Okay, the rest of us will carry on.
At least he's not in the traveller programme,
Yeah.
Right, so
I couldn't see through the tears.
where numbers go up to D.
Yeah.
have the dyers left?
The dyers are now leaving the establishment.
I was going to follow them with
I
my...
don't think we should all follow them. I don't know about you, but some
I-
of us aren't too good at
I'm
stealth.
just saying, you two guys are a bit bashed up on you.
In fairness, it's a bit cold out. I thought I might stay here.
Also, aren't these the ones that were fired?
I'm still following them. I'm going to follow them. Because if I had to quantify my skills in a role-playing game scenario, I would say that I'm quite good
Out of
at shadowing
100.
and found.
Out of 100, how good are you at shadowing?
Now.
Alright, just tread carefully, manling.
Will be.
Okay, so you're going to follow them.
Don't know about you, I fancy a kip.
You're just going to go to bed. Okay, so Heartwind follows the dyers out into the night.
Yeah.
It's now fully dark. It's fully night time. Is anyone going with him, or is it just Heartwind? Okay, just
So
Hartwin.
it's just Hartwin.
Just Hartwin.
Well, I've got Sixth Sense, Follow Trail, Shadowing, and something else.
So basically, if the rest of us go along, it'd be like tying tin cans to his ankles.
Yeah, probably.
Some of
Got
us more than
Plus
others.
10% on silence.
Those
I think
weird
that's only on
things.
rural things. What is it called?
Well, I was going to say, because it's dark
Yeah.
and they're drunk,
And I'm not.
you get plus 20% to your roll to stealthily, silently shadow them.
Stealthily, slightly shadow them. Where is this on? Agility.
Yes.
Yeah. I rolled 39. And
Okay.
it was on 50 something.
So, you are one with the night.
I am the knight. I am Batman.
Yeah. Moving from...
That was quick.
what career did you move to?
It's
think-
Batman.
Yeah.
Didn't think we quite got there that fast.
So you move from alleyway entrance to alleyway entrance as they make their way through the
On
industrial
zip
plants. Yeah. But crossbow grappling hooks. Between all the buildings, with there's foul smells coming from different structures. You pass the tanners. You pass ironmongers, various different structures, and they seem to be wending their way through the streets. They seem to be loudly arguing with each other about why they no longer have a job, and someone is to blame. Whoever burnt down their trade house. You get the gist from what they're saying that a few buildings in a particular area, which they seem to be heading back towards, burnt down, and they want to go back and talk to the foreman and get their jobs back, because not all the buildings were burnt down, and surely there would be work for them. And you follow them for a while, I assume?
I followed them for a while until I get to like the area which I think is going to be the Sansovinos, or I get guard, and where there may be guard and stuff. So I want to stay out of sight. I just want to I just want to see kind of where they go.
Okay. So
If they go to the Dripping Fish, which is a disgusting name for a tavern.
That is a pretty horrible name for a tavern.
That's like calling a tanner's the Moist Crotch. It's just really not right.
yeah, they've got a good sense of humour.
Not classy like the Velvet Cup.
That's where I'm going later.
At least it wasn't the Weeping Eel.
Okay, as you
The milky weeping eel.
Okay. Right, parental advisory. Okay, so you follow them. Make a perception roll. Straight perception
You
roll.
can't milk that one. It's male.
No, your sixth sense is on willpower, isn't it? Make a willpower roll.
Well, I rolled 23, so
Okay.
I passed it.
Suddenly, all of your senses combine into a strange awareness that somebody else nearby is watching them from a nearby, and you think from a nearby alley that you can see as they come into a small kind of opening between several buildings into sort of what looks like it may be some sort of little small marketplace occasionally, where some people may sell food to the workers of all these buildings around you. And it's kind of cleared away now because it's evening, and kind of pushed away to the edges. So there's kind of a bit of an opening, but one of the dark, shadowy alleyways, you get the strong feeling that there's someone in that alleyway.
Right.
Yeah.
I will remain in the shadows, but reload my crossbow and stay still.
Okay, you load your crossbow. As you watch, the three dyers are walking through the centre, and they're like, "Oh, fucking bastards! We'll get our job. If he doesn't give me my job, I'm gonna punch him square in his face." Suddenly, this man screams in pain, in horror, in fear. Blood-curdling kind of scream echoes through this small courtyard area, and he drops to his knees, and his two friends turn to him, pale faces suddenly like sobering as this man falls to his knees, and he seems to have blood coming out of his ears, and he's clutching his face as he's screaming. indeterminately at some unknown horror that has suddenly afflicted him.
I'm just gonna wait. I can't see into this alleyway, I guess, unless I can, like, just really
Make a perception roll at minus 20%.
I rolled 84.
It's full on darkness. You can't seem to see.
I'm keeping myself safe. That's one of my traits. So, yeah, I'm observing.
Okay,
until
so
I can see something to shoot at.
Okay, this guy's still screaming, and he seems to fall to the floor, stunned. And his friends, like, look at each other and run off into the night towards where they were going. But they like, let's get out. What the hell's going on? They can't seem to move him. His body is like gone solid in some kind of, I don't know, paralysis of fear. As he's sort of rolling around on the floor. And they run off into the darkness to go and get help.
I wait for up to 10 minutes to see if anything happens.
Okay, well, shortly after they've cleared the area, so a couple of minutes later, a figure emerges from the darkness, and you see the small elderly man that was holding back the beast man in the earthen tunnel.
I shoot him.
You shoot him. Okay.
I have aimed and I shoot.
Okay, make a roll.
So I've aimed, so I'm on 72.
Oh, bloody hell. You are a targeteer.
24.
Okay. As you bring your crossbow up and draw a bead on him in the dark, with the moonlight, you fire and you feel a new confidence in your abilities, and the bolt shoots across the space between you and hits the man. Roll for damage. Where's the 42?
Right arm. 42.
Right arm.
Oh no, 42s isn't right arm. 42s is the left arm.
Okay.
I'm gonna use one of my points to re-roll my one.
You can't reroll damage.
You can't re-roll damage? Oh.
5 points of damage. So the bolt shoots through the air, and he turns to look at you, and it cuts his arm, and he turns and starts to run away.
I let him run.
Okay. He seems to run in the same direction as the others.
Excellent. After I'm sure he's actually gone, inspect the body.
Well, he's not. After a while, the man shakes his head and sort of gets up. Oh, what the fuck was I drinking? Oh.
I use my manacles on him and drag him back to the others.
Okay.
Because I imagine he's a bit sedated still.
Yes. You go over and you manacle him.
Yeah.
And he's like, "What the? Oh, I'm sorry, Watchman. I didn't mean to. I don't know what I've done. I'm sorry.
I'm taking to get help. I'm taking to get help. You fell down. You hurt yourself. We were taking to get help. Don't worry.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll drag him back.
Okay. Sort of 20 minutes later, Hartwin comes back. You guys have finished all your meals and everything. You're ready to leave. I assume you're going to wait outside, or you're going to take him into the tavern.
I am going to
Throw pebbles at the window. Use your Morse code.
Someone checking out the front door to see if he comes back.
Honestly, no.
I was
thinking about having a brandy.
I'm going to shout in the door, Mr. Zeus.
What's the matter, Hartwin?
Did you?
What? Hang on. What are you doing with one of those blokes? Why have you got him tied up?
Do you need me to hit him?
I'm sorry, I'm really drunk. The watchman here grabbed me. I don't know what's going on. There was horrible. There was something horrible. There was something eating itself from the inside out. It was disgusting.
Not another one that's going to cry.
Right, well, maybe we don't want to bring you into the main room.
Do you want to get the others? I need to explain this.
Yeah, do you want to... Can we stick him somewhere in the brewers?
There's a yard out the back of the tavern.
Take him round the back to the yard.
All right. Take him around there.
Okay, so you take him round to the back.
Right, we got to go out the back into the yard. Hartwin's found something, or broken someone, or done something that needs resolving.
Swearing chasm, isn't it?
No one's
Get up.
dead yet.
Okay,
We assume.
so you take him round to the yard. Where
No, he
there's
hasn't had
there's a
time.
stable.
And he's clean.
Yeah,
There's a well they can pull water
Gonna
out.
shot him.
yeah. I get him some water.
Yeah.
I'm not mistreating him. You know, yeah. You sort yourself. If you're going to be sick, do it over there.
You might want to take the manacles off. You might be on your manacle.
They're metal. I'll just.
I'm
Okay,
behind you.
I'm okay. Don't worry. I haven't had that much.
Yeah.
Bastards, bloody building burnt down.
But yeah, I just tie him up to by the well.
Okay.
Um,
He's like
yeah,
something
just-
has kind of switched in his head slightly, and he's not really giving a crap right now.
And so I explained the story of exactly what happened. So I saw this guy, and I tried to take him out. Didn't quite get him, but did
Good
some
effort.
damage.
So, sounds like
What? There was
mateys.
a man. What?
Evil wizards we're going with? Evil wizards?
It's got to be something. Like he's done something to
Magic,
this
and I'm
guy.
gonna spit on the floor.
Chaos
Okay.
cultist? You reckon this guy's been done over? What's he look like?
He just looks like a regular guy who's got workman's clothes that are spattered with different colour.
God, they are
His hands are
shitting on
like-
you today, aren't they, mate? They're really giving you a
What
hard
the
time.
fuck's going on?
Well,
Do
it
you ever
sounds
see a
like...
bloke in blue shoes where you work?
Blue shoes.
Oh,
Yeah. Blue shoes.
Alvin.
Yeah.
let me deal with this. Let me deal with this. What I've got
Yeah.
is-
The what's his name? Auenheimer.
Oh, yeah.
I blame him.
That's not okay.
He deals with
Yeah, mate.
That's
Focus.
Have
Right.
some water.
Dire, right?
yeah.
Yeah. Rough night.
He kind of holds up his manacles in his
Yeah.
hands.
I
It's got like
take him. Yeah.
Rough night. Shitty day.
yeah.
Place of business burnt down.
Yeah, I don't understand.
Got
It's
attacked
like
on your way home.
from the basement, like the building just
Well, yeah.
burned.
That bit in a minute, but first, tell us about what's just happened. You're
I don't
walking
know.
back with your mates.
And then my leg grew a mouth and started chewing off my other toes. I don't understand what was going on.
Yeah,
It was
that's not meant to
disgusting.
happen, is it?
No,
Sounds
but
like-
my feet are fine. I don't
It does sound
understand.
like someone's cast a
Magic.
veterinary spell on you, doesn't it?
Or there's something really weird in that beer.
There's nothing wrong with the beer. We've all been drinking it all night.
If I were you, Manling, I wouldn't go anywhere near that town a lot again. I'd leave the city. Someone's after you.
Leave the city?
Right. Did you see the bloke who got you?
What?
The bloke who came for you, who attacked you?
Him?
No, I described the guy. Like,
Okay.
yeah.
He chased
Yeah.
him off.
No. He sounds familiar.
You may have seen him hanging around that other dude that I always forget his name. The guy with the blue boots. Look
Auenheimer?
around innocently. Yeah. Does he hang around him at all?
He's his they're business associates. The boss told us not to get involved. People were asking questions about who's funding different things going on, who's using our facilities,
What sort of things? What's going on? Yeah, who's funding what?
I don't know.
What's whatting?
I don't know.
Do you know this bloke's name?
Hasso Krell.
Hasso
Krell.
It's not a very Nulnish name, is it?
People come from all over to know.
I suppose they do.
Look
Now,
at
anyway,
us.
what was your name, Sunshine?
My name, Wolfhard.
Wolfhard. Well, Wolfhard. Sounds to me like you've been put through the ringer a bit, doesn't it? You had a rotten day. And it's just gotten worse, hasn't it?
It's a day from hell.
Yeah, well,
I mean,
more so than
you
might
don't
think.
understand. It's horrible.
You've just been targeted by chaos cultists, my friend. And you have only managed to escape
What?
through the graces of our friend here, who's chased him up.
Make a roll. Make a turn roll.
That'll do it.
Oh, thank you very much. What was your name?
Hartwin.
Hartwin.
Yes.
Hartwin, you're a
Say true hero.
you're an honest hero.
So I'm like, very full of myself right now.
Yeah. Thank you. He seems to be confused why he's thanking you, but he's thanking you all
But-
the same.
It sounds to me like you probably want to be heading towards the Temple of Sigma to get yourself looked at. Rather than heading home or pissing about with anything like that. You've been targeted, mate. They're going to keep going for you. And I reckon, who are those blokes that you were with
I
this
think-
evening?
We may have to get him to speak to the city watch, you know. This is not normal behaviour
It's
for
not. You know,
for a thing, and we need some proof.
I don't want
and
any
he's
trouble
it.
with the
no,
watch.
you're not going to be
No,
in
no,
trouble.
you're,
No,
You're
I can't.
a material
No.
witness.
No, I can't talk to the watch.
Oh, why is that?
Well, I get in trouble.
Sandy Pansy Goons. He's
I
from
wouldn't
round
let
there.
me fucking say that.
Well, I can't remember what their name is.
They're Sansevinos.
The
Savino.
Sansevinos.
Sansevinos.
Sounds like they're already after you, Manling.
So, what are
I-
Sansevinos doing with the dyers then?
Well, the Dyers Guild is a way into nobility.
How's that work?
They
They
make
all
all
like-
the fine
They're
clothing,
like blue ants.
all the cloth.
Yeah, but surely if you've got blue hands, they're not going to take you serious.
Oh, not me. No, they're
All right, so Sansevinos fund the dyers because the dyers get them in with the high and mighty.
yeah, in the upper circles, up in the
yeah,
Outstad district, or
right with you.
Is.
And so they got anything to do with this Alnheimer or Krell blokes?
Yeah, well, Auenheimer is like I don't know what they said, like a rising merchant.
Right. So he's a rising merchant and he works with this Krell chap, who's the bloke that's attacked you.
He's his numbers accountant.
Krell's the accountant.
Yeah, Krell does all that. He's got a big book, ledger, and everything.
Right.
Whoa, that's good.
You accountants were evil.
Someone who's supernumerate could help with that.
I could work all that. Listen. I have enough intelligence to use the aids that are available to me. Due to
Your
poor light,
fingers.
a pencil, we're not going to aid me in my processing.
We'll get you an abacus for that.
We'll get better light. Don't worry.
Right. You stay there a second, mate. Sit
I'm not
down, keep
going-
going.
Yeah,
no,
he vomits over the side of them.
Yeah, alright. Well, you sort yourself out with that. Meanwhile, right, what we're going to do.
I
think
shall
we should do-
I shall
stand
sidle
up.
over to him, hand him 3 gold coins and say,
Oh,
you better bloody run, mate, before you get done over. I wouldn't stop. I'd just keep going.
No, we want him out of the city.
okay.
Knows
I'll
you
give
know.
him 3 gold.
Make an intimidate roll.
On what?
Strength.
Well, if you've got
Yeah,
intimidation,
You
intimidation.
might not
strength.
make it out of the
Yeah,
city.
have you got
So have you
intimidate?
intimidation?
Let me just
We
see
hand
if I
him
get
over to the
I.
temple.
Oh, look,
He's not going to
Yeah.
cause us any
So
problems
At
either.
plus 30.
He's been
Okay.
touched.
Yeah,
I
By
rolled
forces beyond.
84.
yeah, but
plus
after
30.
After he's had
No,
73,
he's going to
73.
for it.
Okay.
So if he
73.
talks,
He can get out of the temple, isn't he? It's too late now. He's done a runner.
Well, he hasn't done a runner. What's he doing with his gold?
You pass him 3 gold.
Yeah.
And you say,
Isn't that like loads
that's a
of
load
wages?
of money. And he looks down at it, it's like, he stands up and runs out of the yard.
Well, the dwarf said he should go and not stop. I merely aided him in his process.
as long as he does leave the city.
actually
ill-gotten
ensuring
gains.
that he did go.
I gave him some money.
Yeah, well, that doesn't mean he's going to go anywhere. He might naff off home. What if he's
Or
got
tell
family?
everyone he's set
Some
fire.
people-
Hartman,
Some
can you
people-
follow him again?
Some people.
I run
some
off. I
people-
run off.
Honest-
He's running down the street, not in the direction that he was before,
Yeah,
but in a different direction.
I'm gonna follow because he's drunk. I'm still gonna follow him as
Yeah.
like as best as I can.
You can catch up to him
Yeah.
fairly easily.
You don't have to
if you want
catch him. You just have to make sure he leaves town rather than going home.
I do that.
Okay.
Someone got rubber over there.
He
'cause
heads to
I've got lots of subtracting
a
to take on.
tavern near the south gate. Sorry, let me just check that. He runs. He's just making his way through the town, the southern half of town, through the Faustad, and you can tell he's heading towards the gate.
Mhm.
You're going to keep following him. It takes you like
Yeah, I mean,
that's
it was
part of
good
an
to-
hour to like follow him out.
Yeah,
of
yeah,
town.
no, I just leave him.
Okay. Okay. So while Hartwin comes back shortly after,
Right, we can go back inside while they're...
Yeah, for like
You
the
guys
2
go back
hours.
inside. yeah, he's gone off.
I'm going to sleep.
Yeah, I was
When
just
he
gonna
goes out the
go
door,
Yep.
I'm going to sleep.
Okay.
I've dealt with the situation in a manly way.
Okay.
I'm going to sit in the bar
Okay.
with the brandy, wait for Hartwin to come back,
and
and have a look
and
over those
Hildegard.
documents that I found earlier.
Yes. Yes.
haven't had a chance to look at them yet.
You want to tread carefully with those.
Oh, I shall. Don't you worry.
I'll wait.
Actually,
With
you
a
could be
s-
helpful with this because you're a bit of a scholar and all, aren't you?
I'm going to
Little
go
bit.
make small talk with the dwarf that's in the bar.
Okay, so you chat with the dwarf. You're off doing things. You go to bed. You two are looking over the documents.
Yeah.
Okay. Two of the kind of papers that you unroll look like bills of receipt for some shipments of cloth and dye and materials. So it's fairly boring stuff, but for quite a bit of money, you can see that there's quite a bit of trade going on between the Auenheimer trading house, which is in the Neustadt on Commerce Road. The third document is an invitation to a party in the grounds of the University of Nuln, which is being hosted by the what's the name of it? Sorry, there's lots of particulars. The Dean of the College of Engineering.
That.
Is the invitation addressed specifically to
in
the
2 nights' time, which would effectively be the weekend.
Is it specifically addressed to him?
It is addressed to Otfried Auenheimer and Associates.
Fortunately, Mr. Alnheimer couldn't make it, but he did ask me to pass his regards.
I did get to borrow his boots for the and his dagger.
If you want us to attend that, we're going to need some better clothes than what we're wearing.
We are.
You manlings like your fancy stuff.
Well, I don't know if
Well,
everybody
probably,
necessarily wants to be all rucking up mob-handed, but we'll just sort something out, won't we?
Okay.
That gives us 2 days. Anything else?
No, there were three documents.
Right, so we've got an invitation to a party, we've got a couple of receipts. Big money in this. This Auenheimer chap's he's
Classic RPG setup. Invitation to a party.
Oh yeah.
rolling in.
Oh yeah.
This bloke's minted.
Does seem to be quite wealthy. After a while, Hartwin comes back.
He left.
Cheers.
Good. Right. I think we should probably get some kip after a deal like that.
Okay. So you all head off to bed at the Gunner's Arms.
At the Velvet Cup.
At the
Okay.
Velvet. Okay.
I'm going to lose another 2 gold.
Okay.
And not get much sleep.
Very true. Okay. Right. So the next day comes, and Hartwin wakes up at the Velvet Cup. The rest of you wake up at the Gunner's Arms, and the fire has been put out by the docks. There are rumours running rife around the town of who has potentially set this fire. Maybe there's a new war brewing between the crime families of the Falstad. The people who come in the tavern in the morning while you're having breakfast seem to be talking about this, and seem to be genuinely worried that there seems to be even more trouble brewing in this part of Null, which the rich and well-to-do and educated don't really care about. So once again, the downtrodden will fight amongst themselves, causing trouble and mayhem. You guys have a hearty breakfast, and you are prepared for the day.
When is
So
our
we
mail
recover-
going to be ready? The armour, is that this morning or in
Each
the
suit will
evening?
take a day,
Okay, so it'll be
Yeah.
this
so there'll be
evening.
one this evening, and then one the following evening.
Oh, you can get your stuff first. I don't need.
Do we recover any wounds overnight?
You can't recover a wound.
Right, I've had a thought.
At breakfast, I shall comment on the tardiness of your surgeon. Oh, I could have done better than that.
He can.
I've had a thought, chaps. It might be in our best interest to see if we can have a poke around this Alnheimer's house. Now, he's going to have staff. There's going to be people around. But we could very much do with having a look round. Because if he's got any dodgy stuff in the house as well.
Well,
That sounds like something better done at night, surely.
If he's got an archery competition on, I could enter.
He's not going to have an archery competition on.
God damn it!
Because he's dead.
Well, I think
He
we
is
need,
dead.
I think we need to pay that surgeon a visit.
Yeah. Those bills of sale you've got,
Yeah.
would they get you in?
They get me into the offices, potentially. I could talk my way into his office. I don't know if I could talk my way into his house with them.
Do we want to go to the Brewers Guild and see if we've got any work?
Well, we want to definitely. We're under their pay. We told them we'd do it.
It's a fair point.
Plus, I need to go there anyway to see the surgeon.
Okay. So you make your way to the guild, and the surgeon tends to each of you. And Fabric, you gain 7 wounds if you can. Toval, 4 wounds if you can. That takes a little while. Ortwin Schnitzler is not present. However, Adelinda Falkenberg is there. And she greets you. Hello. Welcome
Hello.
again. She's quite a cold lady, as you know. She's clearly a skilled warrior. She's got various weapons on her.
Cold heart, warm hands.
Maybe.
Colder feet.
She's looking at you expectantly.
Well,
work?
we work for the guild. We've turned up. Is there any work? If not, we can go and amuse ourselves for the day.
We have investigate. We've got a bit of a plan of what we might want to do for finding out about what's his face. What was his name? Can't remember.
Not a problem for Miss Falkenberg. We've got a couple of leads that have popped up from our investigations from yesterday that we thought we might check out, see if they bear any fruit.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know if they will or not. A couple of places we need to have a bit of a look around that might necessitate us going into territory belonging to people other than the Brewers Guild.
San Savino.
She kind of grabs the bridge of her nose. Be extremely careful.
I can do delicate.
I doubt that.
You really can't.
You
You
really
really
I
can't.
will put the emphasis on the rest of you then,
For what it's worth,
to make sure.
you can
he's not
disavow
too
us
trouble.
if you need to.
Oh, we will.
But
I've only
still,
worked with you for 2 days.
She gives you a look.
which you misinterpret and get very excited.
And in her eyes, you see. In her eyes, you see lust. No one else sees it.
Including her.
But you do. Mr. Berg.
Mr. Bird.
She says, I admire the fact that you wish to seek out this source of chaos. I myself have fought it on a number of occasions, and it is dangerous. Please be careful.
Are we still under your employment if we do this without getting exposed?
Well, we were told we'd be getting
Yes.
5 gold a day.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I was going to say,
Just,
we get paid our daily
You
rate.
are getting paid 5 gold for the warehouse job.
Right.
When we have a job for you,
Yeah.
as the team that you are, you'll
Yeah.
be paid for it.
Yeah.
So we're
That's
not
what I
getting
thought.
There's
paid
no
for
work
this.
for you today,
No,
unless you
that's
wish
it.
to work out
Gentlemen,
work
we are
We just
in the hall,
entrepreneurial.
stirring,
we just turn up,
settling,
ask
brewing.
if they got any work, and if they
Alright.
haven't, we
Well, they haven't, so let's
We can
pop
go and
round
make work for ourselves.
Well, let's
Because I
pop round and
wouldn't,
see
I
the
wouldn't
smith.
do it for no
This is a
gold.
city of
That's my problem.
opportunity.
Let's pop round the smithy first. See, he should have our stuff.
He's not going to have
If
it
you're
way up as
investigating a wealthy merchant who's dabbling in chaos, I'm sure there is some gold to be made.
Yes.
I consider that heavily. And the thought about waiting for my chainmail also keeps me within the group for now.
For what it's worth, the story itself will sell for a few.
Yeah.
Very true.
That's not the kind of fame we want.
What's he doing? Okay,
That gives me an idea.
very well. Well, there is no heavy work for you today. However, you may earn your keep in the brewing halls, if you wish.
No, you're right.
No, we've got things to be looking at.
Very well, I thought so. You are clearly warriors, or handy people to have around, she says, looking at you.
Freelance
In your mind.
troubleshooting agents.
Yes.
Did you notice her gaze lingered upon me?
I will leave you now. I have work
Yeah.
to attend to myself.
Strangely enough,
Please
yes,
do
yes,
not
I did.
start a war with a crime family. That would not be good.
We won't do that. Well, at least not
No.
between them and you.
Very well. And she heads off.
There, that gives me a little bit of leeway to at least start a war between them and the dyers. If I have to.
Let's try and avoid wars at all, shall we?
Well, you know, as long as it's not.
So do we think we know where this bloke lives then?
Well, first we need to find that out, don't we? I'm
Oh,
going to go
The invitation
with
is
the
addressed
address on
to
his invitation.
Yeah, it's addressed to his house.
Okay.
So can we pop round and see the armourer?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you can pop round to the
Because he's
smith.
going to have
Because
your
you said
armour,
we should have
yeah,
our stuff in the morning.
Um,
the leather stuff.
You come in and he's actually looking fairly tired. And he's like, hi. Yeah,
Morning.
we've had your stuff in, and I couldn't sleep last night, so I fixed your armour for you.
Oh, sweet. All of it? Or
One of them.
Just one. Oh, awesome. Cheers. Start putting it on. Yeah.
He kind of helps you with a few adjustments to straps and things. Here you go. So unwraps all this stuff, which is kind of some heavy cloth, and pulls it out. Right.
I shall inquire if he could perhaps put a family emblem on the other chainmail armour.
What, like a little plate?
Yeah.
What's the emblem?
I shall draw him a small emblem.
He's supernumerate, not super spooky.
Yeah.
I shall draw him a small
talk.
emblem. And
Is it a
ask him,
picture of a badger
and
fighting a fish?
ask him what
Is it
what,
Mr. Berg?
what
The
cost
dripping
would be in
fish.
there.
The weeping eel.
The milky weeping eel.
Oh dear. That'll be 2 days' work. So a gold.
Okay, I'll give him a gold.
With a gold for material.
I'll give him a gold for this.
Gold material. Oh, it's not my money. Walk off.
Not mine.
He's trying to make back his
he-
I
cash.
think our accountant might need an accountant.
No,
Yeah, that was
no,
in
He
character.
can count up
No.
to 2 very quickly.
No.
He just doesn't care.
You haven't worked it out, right? If you have money, you get robbed.
Oh, I see. So by not having money, you can no longer be robbed.
And also, as I often rob. Anyway,
You'll come by more money.
I'm merely aware that people who have money get robbed through personal experience.
True.
In fairness, the fundamental philosophical understanding of your statement does make sense.
That's about where it ends.
It's a limited kind of sense.
Do we see any kind of urchins with black eyes wandering around?
No, they all look fairly smug this morning. One of them looks at you like,
I would have cleaned my armour overnight.
sure. Yeah, your clothes
Well,
are now
because
clean.
mine's new.
You've dunked all your clothes. You've washed your boots. You've scrubbed them. Your armour's clean.
Putting my not waded through shit boots on.
Yes, they'll be the ones to wear. So, what do you intend to do with your day?
Go
Well,
to his
Step
house,
one,
don't
we need to go and case the joint. I mean, we need to go and investigate the locale around his domicile.
Okay.
Because I'm a lawyer, not a criminal.
Also, you might want to find out where that Krell block lives. From the sounds of it, he's a wizard.
Not a nice one, though.
There's no such thing.
There is an address in the Neustadt,
Homework.
far north of the Neustadt territory, which puts him in a good area of town for his house.
Oh, we could go. Oh, is this Almheimer?
Alnheimer. Yes. So you'd have to go across the bridge.
Is that for the wizard or for the other guy?
For the merchant.
For the
who has the
merchant.
invitation. You'd have no idea where the
We
wizard
have no
lives.
idea where the wizard lives. Probably not somewhere as nice as that. Right, everybody cover your ears. We're going across the bridge.
Okay.
So it's only
Isn't- I thought the tax was on legs.
Well, you better cover your legs as well then. In fairness, ours should be less because we've got shorter legs.
There are lots of shipments going across the bridge. So there are carts and wagons pulling all kinds of heavy
Are there any
goods.
brewer shipments going across
There
the
are
bridge?
brewer shipments going
Well, we'll
across
up on that then.
going across the bridge, and you, as you make your way across, you are indeed met by the watch, who are wearing their black clothing, and they ask for you to pay the leg tax, which is a penny per leg of those walking across.
We're not walking, we're riding on a wagon.
What wagon are you riding?
Brewer's wagon. You said there was wagons going
There
on.
are, yeah.
We can go on a brewer's
Okay.
wagon, just hop on the back of that,
Sure,
and we're not
sure.
walking, we don't have to pay a leg tax.
Yep.
Look, we do have to pay a
They
leg
pay
tax.
wheel tax on the car.
Yeah,
Instead.
but the Brewers Guild
Yeah, that's fine. The Brewers Guild can pay the wheel tax.
works out quite nicely.
And you make your way
Can
through.
I ask, do you only pay one way, or do you have to pay both ways?
If you want to cross the bridge, you've got to pay the tax. A lot of people feel that the leg tax is to keep the poor people in the south,
Yeah.
and not to cross the
Is this the main bridge?
This is the main big great
But one-legged
bridge.
people are going to be the most poor because they're going to be handicapped, and yet the bridge tax is going to be less.
Hobbles.
Alright,
Hobbles.
if you
Hobbles
two haven't
will sort
seen
them
it,
out.
the main bridge in Noln is like one of the wonders of the human world.
It's huge.
Yeah.
It's massive.
I mean, this is
And it
like
crosses a
unparalleled.
league of the width of the whole of the Reich here, as it meets the Ava and the Upper Reich. And you have a view to your right of the Iron Tower. Ahead of you is the hill upon which the Palace of Nuln is built. And sort of halfway up is the university and the College of Engineering, where all the cannons for the Imperial Army are made. And then off to the off to the left, you can see the temples sort of scattered around the foothill there. So across the river banks, there is a large set of docks, and on the north is where the rich ships dock, and on the south is where the shit ships dock. And you make your way into this new area of town that you haven't seen in a while. You don't often go across the bridge, and people are generally cleaner. It's nicer here, and you start to make your way toward Otfried Auenheimer's house to go and what was the term?
Investigate its domicile.
Investigate the domicile. And I think we will leave the episode there, where next time we can see what happens when you get to his house. Okay? Cool. Excellent. Okay, so less fighty, a bit more story, that one. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that episode. Please check out our other shows on the Garblag Games YouTube channel. Please like this video, comment and subscribe to the channel if you want to. As I said earlier on, check us out on Facebook. We're doing some world building stuff on our forum. We're doing some stuff on Reddit. We're all over the place. Just Google Garblag Games and you'll find some stuff.
Like a nasty rash.
Oh yeah, it feels good to scratch. Anyway,
Am I?
thanks for joining us, and hopefully we'll see you next time on Flint and Steel. Bye-bye.
Bye!